Well, I often take too much food with me on my backpacking trips. So this time I challenged myself to 1 pound per day. So I'm going to go through what I'm taking with me on my Great Smoky Mountain National Park 5-day, 4-night backpacking trip. And you're watching Andy Parrish Outdoors. Well, hey everybody, Andy here, and thanks for joining me today. And today we're talking about backpacking food and specifically what I'm taking with me on my Great Smoky Mountain National Park backpacking trip. But on the channel, we talk about a lot more stuff too. We talk about backpacking in general, outdoor adventures, gear, tips and tricks, you name it. So if that stuff interests you, go ahead and subscribe and click that notification bell. And that way you'll be alerted every time I post new content, and there is a lot of new content coming. So sit back and relax, and let's dive into today's topic, what I'm taking with me on my Great Smoky Mountain National Park 5-day, 4-night backpacking trip. All right, this is my food for our 2021 Smoky Mountains 5-day, 4-night backpacking trip. We're going to start down here where I've got my 650 Tokes cook pot. I've got my stove and canister, lighter, everything in there. I'm going to have a long handled spork. I've got coffee for each of the 4 mornings, and some snacks that I'll eat periodically through the day. So how I have this arranged is we arrive just after lunch the first day. So I've got some snacks and drinks for on trail, and then dinner that first night in camp. And then I have breakfast the next morning. That's just some Mountain House breakfast skillet that's been separated out into a single portion. And then I've got lunch and snacks is just going to be kind of hiking as we go. So some jerky, some energy chews, and a Kind bar with a couple different types of electrolyte drinks. And then at camp, I'm doing the Packet Gourmet Big and Burrito fajita chicken with a tortilla. And then I've got some extra electrolyte drink if I want to have that, or I can save that and bank it for a later day. Then I'll have Packet Gourmet, the polenta with pork sausage the following morning. And then same kind of setup for lunches. I'm going to have a drink mix, and then I've got just a bar and some energy goo for a little quick pick-me-up on trail, and a little snack. And then I've got the Peak Refuel, the chicken pesto pasta dinner. I'm debating whether to split this down because it's 920 calories for a double serving, which I usually don't eat that much on trail, even on the big mile days for these kind of short weekend and shortly longer trips. So that may be more than I need. In the past, I've typically prepared these and not been able to finish them. So I may split that into 2 pieces and leave half at home. And then I've got a Mountain House ice cream sandwich for dessert. For the next breakfast, I'm just doing some instant oatmeal and a zone bar, and then I've got a little energy gel for on trail shortly after I start if I need a little pick-me-up, with a little caffeine as well, in addition to the coffee that I'll be making every morning. Lunch on trail, I'm just going to have a big jerky stick, and then some energy chews, some peanut butter, and then I've got some drink mixes for on trail during the day. And then that evening, I've got just some buffalo chicken. I'm going to use an extra wrap from previous day, and then I've got a Snickers for just whenever I need it. That may be moved to lunch. I may save that for dessert. That's just kind of an extra item for the day. Use it whenever you want to. And then our last morning on trail, I'm just going to have coffee and Carnation instant breakfast. I'll mix that into my coffee, make a little kind of mocha and a little granola bar to go with it, just to get started. And then as we're hiking out, I've got a bar, some honey stinger, some teriyaki, a drink mix, and some chews. I'm probably going to bump this over to lunch just to make that lunch a little more substantial. And the last day out, now that I look at it, I don't need quite as much. And then we should be finishing by lunchtime, right around lunchtime or shortly after. So this is just to get you through to lunch, maybe 1 or 2 o'clock, and we should be off the trail and heading home. So that's it. Now I'm gonna pack it up and weigh it. Let's see what that comes to. All right, so I've got it all packed up, loaded up. It shows right now of 2,076.4 grams or 73.24 ounces. And that's 3.5 days packed up. And then my first snacks on trail and dinner on trail will be separate. So that's my Smoky Mountain National Park food kit. So if you got any ideas out of this so far, or if you've enjoyed it, go ahead and give the video a like. I really appreciate that. So that is my setup. When I made the adjustments with the M&Ms and the drink mix going to smaller portions, I was able to cut that weight further from 4.5 down to 4.19 pounds for 4 full days of food on trail to get me through our backpacking trip. So now, if you're curious if that was enough food to make it through, go ahead and leave the comments down below. After the trip, I will follow up, answer any of those questions, comments, what I liked, what I didn't like, how it all shook out. I'm happy to give some more details down in the comment section below. Well, that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, be well.